This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. Ahead of a hearing next week, the Alcohol Beverage Control Committee on Friday rejected a proposal for entertainment zones to be allowed to open through to 4 o'clock in the morning legally. Proposed by the Ministry of Tourism and Sports, the application would have covered certain areas within certain tourist cities only, but according to the committee they refused approval based on society, economy and health. Currently, those same popular zones must close legally according to their licence at 1 in the morning, with an hour then to see the patrons leave and clear up. A day after the telecom's regulator said that all IPTV operators should be allowed to broadcast the World Cup matches, including the final, a court has upheld demands from True Corporation that they have exclusive rights. Having paid 25% of the FIFA bill, they appear to have negotiated a 50% game exclusivity, and the court issued an injunction to protect those rights. Warnings for employers and good news for employees, even non-Thais, as the Social Security Office, which manages the free medical service and more for employees and companies, has reminded all employers that failing to register their staff or deregister when they leave will result in fines up to 20,000 baht and or jail time. For a non-Thai to register, they need a work permit along with a business extension of stay, and then they qualify. Airport baggage handlers have been instructed to speed up the turnaround on arriving cargoes at main airports, with claims by the Transport Ministry that queues on arrivals are limited to just 15 minutes. Long waits for baggage have been reported, sometimes over an hour. With many airport staff laid off during the COVID era, the issue is finding staff and training them, and both issues, well, they're not the easiest right now. As COVID numbers reported from medical facilities do rise here in Thailand, we're advised that they are within acceptable levels, affecting mostly those with pre-existing conditions and the aged. However, the Ministry of Public Health is currently suggesting that all wear face masks in crowded places. Whilst no mask is 100%, well, every little helps. Locals are being encouraged to get booster shots. When a 74-year-old Finnish man became noisy and aggressive in Nuudontani, waving a stick at people, locals called the authorities. As they arrived, they finally calmed him down, but discovered that he was approaching a 10-year overstay without a visa. Age was obviously factored into his predicament, and officials, well, they're investigating, but gently. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, the firework competition at the weekend saw crowds reported of 100,000 people on both days watching spectacular displays. 4 countries took part this year: Belgium, Canada, the Philippines and Malaysia, along with Thai displays too. And the bay was awash, with small private boats loaded with onlookers, as the frontage from Jomtien to Nuglua was crammed with spectators. But traffic was at a standstill as far back as the toll booths on the motorway, and along the east side roads, many would-be onlookers were reduced to watching from their cars because the traffic was so bad in the city. The later outward journey was no less sluggish either, as crowds left en masse, overloading most roads at the same time. On Koh Larn, the new pier for arrivals is one step closer to becoming reality, as plans were passed by the Environmental Impact Assessment Committee, which has to approve all new construction of significance in Thailand. 200 million baht is the best guess cost, and that money is now being actively sought by the Marine Department. Finish date? Well, they're talking 36 months, but with no firm start date announced. The new design incorporates safe mooring for ferries, along with additional mooring for speedboats and private vessels, and proper and comfortable facilities for visitors. And in Nong Pru, a 33-year-old man is homeless after his girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend now, set fire to his rented room when she became overwhelmed with jealousy at the thought that he had a Mia Noi. Saturday at 1 o'clock in the morning, neighbours called the authorities and flames were quickly doused. She then was removed from the scene to Nong Pru police station, where she was expected to be allowed to sober up before making a statement. And in Hua Yai, to the east of Pattaya, when local cops attended a single-vehicle RTA on the 331, fire teams were called in to wrench open the vehicle and allow the driver to escape. Obviously intoxicated, but otherwise not seriously harmed, he proceeded to tell police that a ghost had crossed the road in front of him, causing him to swerve. Since that's not on a list of acceptable excuses, he was duly carted off for DUI testing and an overnight stay at the cells. We assumed that the spirit was uninjured. And with the Met Office promising a humid day with isolated storms, highs of 31 dropping down to 24. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.